are all out. You're chasing.
I can 100% say, and this is 11 people playing on Saturday, like we always said before, mate. If there's anything guaranteed, give me the lotto tickets for the night.
So if you lose,
mate, just talk about the team here. We're the team. I'm sick of all this talk about speculation. We are playing with the guys we got on the floor. All right, done deal, mate. I don't know if I'll be here next week. It's professional sport. Things can change, right? But we got the team right now to play, and we're playing with it. Good. Let's talk about Cairns. Yeah. Well, look, we've been playing 3 quarters of good basketball. It's really that 1 quarter lapse of concentration that's really, it's concerning. We've got to do a better job of that. We're getting leads, and we're giving the lead up pretty easy. And, it's an area that we've got to fix with our concentration level. And hopefully we can start to do that tomorrow night.
Bryce, are you happy with the way he's pulled up?
Yeah, no, he's got through the game really well. And in last weekend he was our best player, even though he was really restricted with minutes and how he could play and how many times that we could put him on the court. So, look, he's this week, we've got no excuses at all. We're at home for the first time in a month, but there's no travel, so we can't use that. We're not injured, we're healthy, we're ready to go.
Given some criticism of the recent record, but historically it seems to be about the same to last year, the year before. Happy to be back at home, and would you like to see the back of the Hopping Cup?
Yeah, well, it's just been good to get a couple of practices at home on your home floor, and that's to get back in front of the Red Army is going to be fantastic. And like I said, we've got no injuries, we've got no complaints. We just got to play at the level that we can play at, and hopefully that'll be on Friday night.
Do you believe that you'll have a better idea about how they are actually performing after a week at home and playing in front of your home fans rather than flying across the country back and forth constantly?
Yeah, look, it was a tough stretch, those 5 away games, especially to Cairns and New Zealand. They're the longest trips there. But we're in a position to win, 4 of those 5 games, and we've been up in the second half those times, and we really haven't put the foot on the neck and really taken the game away from people. And a little bit of that is just being our concentration level and not ticking the boxes where we need to tick. Last weekend was probably more my fault strategy-wise, that we should have trapped in the post with the big guys, and I take that responsibility.
So do you believe that you'll know more tomorrow? How you play tomorrow night will be more reflective of what the team's actually capable of?
Yeah, hopefully we can get back to playing like we were earlier in the year.
Trevor, is there a sense of comfort that comes over you when you know you're returning to Perth after 5 games on the road? Like you will get a better grip of where your side's at now?
Yeah, well, it's really, as you get to the back third of the season, it's really getting in some good rhythm and the group growing intelligently out on the court, and I think that's the next phase that we got to go to, is get to that intelligent level. And it's always great to play in the jungle, and we've missed playing that with the support that we get back home, and we're looking forward to getting that back on track Friday night.
With athletes these days, you almost want them to be robots to do the set plays, their structures, this and that, but the mental aspect of it, do you sense that the players know that they're back here? Have you sensed anything, a bit of a lift in confidence or a spring in their step, knowing that they have this 6 out of the last 9 at home?
Yeah, certainly chirpier this morning. The boys have got over that period, and our minds focused. We were really clear of what we were trying to achieve, and we had a great practice yesterday, and hopefully that we'll see that when the bright lights come on.
You said that there's an error of you not trapping.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Is that something you look at this weekend?
I think we'll do a lot more up the court stuff that we did earlier this year. We've been turning into a half court team, and it's not really our strength. So we've gone back to way the Wildcats normally play, which is up, being aggressive and full intensity, and hopefully we can get that for a full 40 minutes. Well, I'll tell you tomorrow night. But we certainly have to be disciplined to execute what we need to do and not take shortcuts. And on the defence, we're not going to win games if we're giving up 97 points.
Trev, you talk about Wildcats basketball a lot, and it's in that face defence, but why does that waver so much during a year or during a game, or a 3 or 4 minute burst in a quarter? Because
it's high intensity, it's hard work, and there's options to take shortcuts, and that's when you're on the court for a long time, you're fatigued and you don't push that extra. Whereas before, our bench were really giving us a push. The starters come off for a break, and our bench is taking over and pushing it again. And just the last couple of games, we haven't had that spark off our bench and our work ethic off our bench. So, we need all guys to play their role. and play it as hard as they can. We don't need everybody to turn into Bryce Cotton, but we need other guys to play their role and fulfil that role.
Seems like everyone's almost on notice. Have you given the boys a bit of a clip at all in the last week or two?
Yeah, well, look, we haven't been playing. We're not proud of what we dished up. You know, we got a good New Year's Eve game against Cairns, and we weren't happy with what we dished up against New Zealand. So hopefully we'll get back to playing Wildcats basketball, which is playing hard, playing unselfish, and playing the right way. And we do that more times than not, we win.
All the top teams lost last weekend. Have you got a theory on how it's all? Is it just
Brisbane won.
Yeah, so yeah, they lost to Cairns week before.
Oh, sorry, Sydney won.
They also lost the game. Yeah.
Well, they won.
Yeah. They all had a loss. You got a theory on? Is this getting harder and harder at this point of the year to win games?
Well, this is a tough league. It's not cut and drawn like the top players, top teams should win all the time. These teams can play. It's the talent level in this league is really ridiculous. That the last place can beat the top team if you don't bring it, and we've seen that multiple times this year. So, you know, it's how you step over that white line and it's on. If you're taking shortcuts, you're going to get beaten.
Have you seen an improvement in Cairns? Obviously, they had a recent win.
Yeah, obviously with Big Nate played a great game last game, and Trimble's close to MVP of the league. So they're very talented, and they're playing some good basketball. As we know, we played them a couple of weeks ago, and we're expecting a tough matchup.
Devon Hawson found his groove, 8 threes against Brisbane. I think is that something you've highlighted? Maybe he can be the difference in games now that they've got an extra scorer in his finding his feet.
Yeah, we've done a good job on him in the past. We certainly respect him from the perimeter, and we can't afford to let that happen out there.
Do you see that with these guys coming in that are really young out of college, that it does take them a bit longer in the season to really understand how to pro?
I think it's all just different. We got James Innes out of college straight away, and he learned pretty quick. So it's, everyone's a little bit different. What structure, what organisation they're in, and what freedom they have offensively. But usually it's an adjustment period. Depends how long. It's just person by person. All right, thanks guys.